Me and my
Hiya, Babs. Oh my gosh. Hello and welcome to the Drag Race Yearbook live. Yes, baby.
Hi.
PopBuzz are trusting two drag queens to go live on the YouTube channel, and they've
Hi,
only got
baby.
themselves to blame. Right, right. But today I am joined by the beautiful, the stunning, the iconic, and absolutely gorgeous
Keep
Alexis
going, keep going.
Saint-Pete.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. I'm
Amazing,
counting.
talented. Oh my God, never to say.
Hi,
How are you,
everybody.
Babs? How are
How
you?
are you?
I'm
I'm
good.
good. I'm currently in Poland. So
Mm.
after yesterday's viewing party, I took a flight, and I arrived this morning. I had a couple of interviews. I appeared on Good Morning Poland, and
Oh.
now I'm here in reception of hotel, waiting to get checked in. So if I get killed, let's continue.
No, you won't. You're too fabulous for that. You look
She's gonna
stunning.
protect me.
Yeah, gotta protect you. Absolutely. Right, baby. Let's get some housekeeping out of the way. As we are live, we want to hear from everybody in the chat watching. Send your questions in for Alexis, please, and we'll take a look at those at the end of the show. All right. And Alexis, as it's your first time here on the yearbook, let me explain how this works, baby. We're gonna have a little
Um,
kiki, we're gonna have a little talk about your time on Drag Race UK season 5. And I
mm,
be asking you to nominate your fellow queens in our juicy yearbook categories. The only rule is you can't nominate yourself. Got it?
got it, girl.
Got it? Good. Okay, baby. We'll start easy for you. Let's begin. The first.
I'm nervous.
Oh, you be fine. The first category is biggest drama queen. Oh,
Uh,
Alexis, who is the biggest drama queen of this season, and what was their most dramatic moment?
I think the biggest drama queen of the season is DeDe.
Oh, oh, and why would that be?
I just think she just talks a lot,
Uh,
and it's
uh,
and we call her Mimi-licious, basically she
Mimi,
instead of DeDe-licious. She
it's
just
all
keeps
about
talking about her.
Mimi
She just keeps talking about herself all the time. I'm like,
all
yeah,
the
we
time.
get
That
that.
sounds like my sister, good sister DeDe. Well, Alexis, you were serving drama from the moment you walked in, baby. What do you remember from that first day and meeting all your sisters for the first time?
So a week before that, I broke my ankle, so I barely could fit my foot into the heel. So I was literally like, "Oh my God, I'm not gonna make it!" Like, are you kidding me? So I was praying to the gods of
Yeah.
ankles to
Uh-huh.
make sure
Uh-huh.
that my ankle is okay. So first of all, pain. I was very nervous.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I was sweating so much because I couldn't do my corset. And obviously, I was wearing latex. It wasn't
Yeah.
PVC, it wasn't anything. I was full on latex. I was sweating so much. And I was just scared of like, am I going to remember the line? And I was supposed to say, first we stole your jobs, and now I'm going to take your man.
Of
but for
course you
some
were.
but for some reason, I was like, should I say crown? And then I was like, no, I'm going to say man. And I said crown. And I was like, of course, I had to turn around like that.
Well, of course. Well, you look fabulous throughout all the pain. You worked it, baby. But talking of
Yeah.
the drama, you nearly fell off that stage at Club Tickety Boo. You were on edge, but it was all worth it when you were placed in the top of the episode. Hello.
Yeah.
What was it like being a top for the first time, Alexis?
I think I might go back to it. I might do
Oh,
it more often.
I know that's right. You had a taste,
Honestly,
honey.
honestly, from now on, I'm only the top.
Oh,
Um,
that's an
I
exclusive, baby.
it felt right. It felt right because at the end, when I actually been announced, I was the top. I was like, hell yeah, I was the top. I served the looks. I sold an amazing story, which was going from my walk-in to my nighttime to the eleganza. Everything was coordinated right. Like I had a beautiful thing which I was representing my country. I was dancing. I made a little drama. I said an iconic quote when I walked in, right? I was laughing at the things that people usually, are telling us, Polish
Yeah.
people in the UK. Why did I ever think, wow, maybe she's correct? Wow, maybe them all saying that I should have been at the bottom, should be at the bottom is right.
No,
And at the end I was like, no, it wasn't right.
it was
I believe in
self-doubt.
that lot.
Yeah, you believe in yourself. The self-doubt will get you, baby. The self-doubt will get you. But don't
And
worry.
I get so easily influenced by people because of my background in Poland. Like I never had anybody behind me. I always was on my own, fighting through everything. So having that feeling back that people don't believe in you was just like terrifying, because I was
Well,
so hard
baby.
to be confident.
Well, baby, you got a whole group of sisters now, and you got the whole UK and Poland backing you up. How about that? Yes. Okay, we're
Take
going
that,
to move
baby.
on swiftly to our next category. And it is one of my favorites. The next category is Shadiest Queen. Yes. Who is the shadiest queen on set? And what was their shadiest moment?
I would say Cara.
Cara.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
girl. Oh yes, girl.
okay.
But I feel
Why
like this is what
shadiest?
I think she just gives that such a goddess energy.
Mm.
Like everything that's next to her, she's just very like, yeah, that's good, but I'm with the goddess, which is fair play. She is. Is that
Yeah.
shade? No, of course not. She's just so confident,
Yeah. You just
Um,
saying it how it is.
and exactly, she says how it is, and you good for her. Just being shady doesn't mean it's negative.
Yeah.
But she does know she's the top
Oh,
of the
she
top.
knows. Oh, she knows Miss Thing. Well, we're in week 2, and there have been a few dramatic moments. So obviously, DeDe apologized for that whole situation. Is everything all right between you two now? Everything lovely?
Yeah. It's good. It's all good. I mean, we're not like oh my god, that's not good. It
Yeah.
wasn't obviously anything like we're not gonna be best friends. Listen, like she has her own drag family.
Mm,
I'm mostly an independent person.
yeah.
I'm like a lone wolf. Like I walk and travel on my own. Like
Mm,
this is how I feel comfortable with.
mm,
And listen, we're very good colleagues. I respect her. She respects me. I
mm.
understand her. I would never want anything bad happening towards her, right? Like any negative
No,
way,
of
any
course not. Of
any any
course not.
dramas. Like I wish her the best, and yeah, we love each other, obviously.
Well, that's good. You know what family? You know what family are like. We always fight and we all love each other at the end. But
Of
there was a
course.
little tension brewing between Cara and Tomara. Obviously, that whole thing exploded in the workroom, and they had their argument. But what was that like for everyone else? Like, was there any more that we didn't see?
Oh my god, I loved it. I was like, thank God the camera isn't on me. Thank God I'm not part of the drama. Thank God I'm not that one who's been like, It
Yeah.
was amazing. It was happening for like a good 15 minutes, babe. Like it was going back and forth, and I was like, who's gonna punch somebody?
Just eyes going from one to the other, just like,
I was like, since I'm a boxer, I've got my boxing gloves with me, so
oh, you're ready to set up the ring, honey. Yes, round
baby, I
one,
was
ding
like,
ding.
round one, baby.
I
Yeah, it
love
was. Yeah, that was
it.
it was intense. But you know what? Again, like when we go into the show, we also stress. We all want to represent certain things. We all going with an
Mm.
idea. So if something doesn't go our way, obviously we're gonna overreact to it.
Yeah,
And it was
absolutely.
amazing TV. They're still
Yeah.
friends.
Oh,
So
it was great TV, baby. Absolutely. Well, in the words of Davina McCall, do you want another one? Do you want another category, babes?
maybe bring 69 of them.
Oh, I know that's right. The next category is, and it's a big one, babe, the best look. Yes. Aside from your own look, who had the best look of the episode?
I would say I loved Ginger's flower dress.
Agreed.
Oh, and the camera didn't do it justice to it. When we were looking at the way it was moving, the way she was presenting herself with it, I was like, baby, you look gorgeous, like beautiful,
Yeah.
stunning,
It
stunning,
was
stunning.
it was great. I really loved it. You
It was
know
so
what?
different as
Yeah,
well. It was so simple yet so different.
exactly. Doing the most with the least. You know what I mean? That's my motto, babe. Well,
I relate.
let's talk about your performance in this week's challenge. So Rue persuaded you to take your look in a completely different direction. Rue loves doing that, by the way. Absolutely loved it.
Mm.
But do you stand by the gown that you wore on the runway, or do you look back and go, "Oh, I wish I'd done my original look"?
No, I stand by everything that I did. I took the critiques and they said no more latexy, sexy, serious person. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna give them camp. I'm gonna sell this story. Now come up with a Johnny the Fish that's dead.
All right.
Obviously, the story behind Johnny the Fish is that the Johnny the Fish was faking her death because she didn't want to be with me anymore. So she faked her own death to just run away from me, which will be presented in the pictures that I'm gonna post on Instagram today. You'll just see the whole story behind the Johnny the Fish.
The whole story. Finding Nemo who?
Yeah, exactly. So I enjoyed it. Listen, there was so many things that I looked at. I was like, I could have done it differently. But listen,
Yeah.
if we always do things and we always learn from what we do, right? Like nobody's perfect, and if you're perfect, that's boring. Like I want to see growth. I want to see people growing on people's eyes. I don't want to see people being like, okay, she didn't do that, but she looks great now. Like remember what she did before. Like it's like taking steps, and I believe that's very important in drag.
Exactly. I absolutely agree. And even though like there are a few tiny details that the judges like clocked, did you agree with the critiques overall?
When I look at it, yes. Because I originally was supposed to wear underwear underneath that, but I wanted to serve a nude illusion under the dress. So I didn't want any dark thongs being in the middle of the dress, just cutting the cut. It wasn't working for me. So I was like, I'm not gonna wear it. So obviously, because the stage was so high, you could see my Barbie vajayjay, basically.
We saw it.
Yes, you did. You're welcome.
Did you agree with the right queens ending up in the top and the bottom?
I agree with the winner.
Okay.
Alexis is incredible. Like she did a really, really good job. I feel like when it comes to the bottom and safe, there should have been, instead of Cara, there should have been Tomara, and instead of Tomara, there should be Cara. That's what,
Yeah, I kind of feel that. I'll talk to Tomorrow if you're watching. We'll have our conversation about that outfit because
I think. Do you know of Tomara? Tomara is like she doesn't sell, and you can tell obviously, but she sold it. She sold it.
The backhanded compliment there was real, and I'm living for it.
She sold it, and like honestly, that's why she was there, because she was giving the energy. Who doesn't really care about like really the gown, right? The gown. It's how you present yourself on the stage,
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Okay, don't tell season 4. They're all about 50% of the runway counts and stuff. Oh God, don't worry about that. Right. Yeah. Up next, our next category. It is, and it's a good one, and I love this one. It is the class clown. Yes. Who is the biggest class clown of the season, and when did they make you laugh?
Kate Bush is the funniest person alive.
Yeah.
I need to make sure she's on my side and she's with me and she's my best friend, because one day when suddenly I'll stop being so flexible, maybe I want to be a comedian, and maybe she'll write my comedy sketches,
She's the person to go to. Absolutely. Kate is so funny. She's so great. And hopefully we get to see her in the reading challenge, because I know she'll crack out some great jokes. Absolutely.
And she comes out with it like now so naturally. She doesn't think about it. She's like quick.
Oh, yeah.
The references she has is like insane. So talented. So talented.
Absolutely love Kate. She's absolute hoot. But the lip sync, baby, was no joke. You turned it out, baby. You turned it out. There was a lot of puss on that stage, honey. Yes. What was it like lip syncing for Rue and the judges? And what was like the vibe like on set?
I honestly wanted to burst in tears. I was so like, but again, I feel like it was just me putting myself into my head from the episode 1. It just stayed with me. Like I said, oh, I'm fine. But honestly, I wasn't fine. I was still in my head. So I wasn't as confident as I am on the stage normally. I love performing. I love entertaining people, and it's my biggest passion. I'm a dancer.
I'm sure you do Britney, baby.
I know. So seeing myself like really giving up on that stage and just being in my head really made me upset. But I did what I did.
Yeah, you did what you did, and you're a sickling performer, baby. We've seen, if those of you have not seen Alexis' show, baby, go and watch this girl. She is dipping and diving and twirling and dipping and doing all of that shenanigans for
With
you
underwear on.
with underwear on, and it's phenomenal. So we know you're an absolutely phenomenal performer. Going home in week 2 was not what you expected or deserved. But how do you feel like looking back on it now and your time on the show?
I think this. I am so you have no idea how grateful I am to be on that show. And again, I could be playing all that nice girl, but I'm honestly, when I walked into the workroom, I was like, I've done my thing. Like my first episode, like was what I wanted to show. Like I wanted to show a little bit cheeky, a little bit confident at the end. Throw a joke or two, show my fashion, and so I was really proud with everything. So it doesn't matter when I went. I made my people proud, and I discovered so many people here in the UK that never really thought of Polish people being fun.
Babes, absolutely. Are you ready for our final category, my love? It is the absolute iconic staple PopBuzz Prom Queen. Yes. Who is your PopBuzz Prom Queen? Who's been your best Judy this season?
Alan Carr.
Alan Carr. Alan Carr. You know what? We'll take it.
I look at him and I'm so happy. He makes me laugh. I look at him and I laugh and I'm like, hey, you're so funny. You're so funny. And this is like at the first episode when we were doing when we were in front of them, I must have looked like such a creep, just being like, oh. But like my sentimental thing with him learning English through his show and him being just so over the top, it's just so the crown.
Well, Alan is an absolute queen, so we'll say Alan. You said it now. We got to take. That's all we can do, right? And finally, Alexis, this is your yearbook, so we're gonna need a yearbook quote, something to remember you by, and it can be absolutely anything, darling.
First, we stole your jobs, and now I'm gonna take your man.
Yes, yes. You will take our man. You absolutely will.
No, it's so funny.
Well,
only if you're bad to me.
Oh, I'm sure you do. Well, you know what, Alexis, you have been absolutely phenomenal. I'm so proud to see you on that stage. You did yourself proud. You did your country proud. And honestly, you're an absolute icon. Thank you, everybody, for watching our first live stream, baby. Yes. Join us next week where we see somebody else come and sit in and have a kiki with me. Subscribe to the YouTube PopBuzz channel. Thank you very much. So this is it. Alexis, thank you so
much for having me. You're wonderful and I love you so much.
I love you, sister. We're going to have to do some food when you're next back in the UK. Come around.
Let's cook for each other.
Yeah, I mean, you could cook. No, it would be a takeout. But I love you. Take care. And also those watching now or missed it, don't worry, you can catch it later on in the day, so I'll be posting about it, so will PopBuzz. Until next week, Babs, see ya.